Well, we're still here out in Arnmore Island at the 6th Annual Country Fest, and who have I bumped into but the JCB man, although he has a whole lot of different names these days. Seamus, you're very welcome indeed.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you for having me on.
How did you end up out in the island?
Well, I know Thomas for some years, and I was out here for a festival about 11 years ago, my first time here, so I'm glad to be back again for his 6th.
You're living in England now, but what's the Irish connection?
Well, I'm originally from Kilkenny, but I've been in London all my life, mostly running pubs and bits and pieces, like, you know, and obviously that's how I...
And when did you start singing first, or can you even remember what was the first song you recorded?
First song we recorded was the JCB song back in 1987, so it's 30 years on the road this year, actually, with celebrating the JCB song.
Some great mileage, and a lot of the other songs you have, they've been very popular with Irish audiences over the years, you know.
Yeah, I've been very lucky, Tommy. With I've had the Transit van and the Honda 50, of course. Songs like Bang Bang Rosie and the Tractor and the Big Bamboo, of course, and songs like The Winning Dream, and you know. So I've been lucky all along that people associate me with all these songs, like, and you know. So
did you write those songs, or were they?
No, there were people gave them to me mostly, you know. Yeah.
The new release now, you're some
trucker. Actually, Jerry Carney and Derek Ryan that wrote that song, and last year at the Ploughin match. At the Ploughin match, Derek said he had a song for me. He intended doing a duet with me, but he said I could record it. But in the meantime, he put it up on Facebook, and a couple of other people got hold of it and recorded it. But I'm lucky enough; my one is tipping away nicely, like, you know. So I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, it's a great video first, which we'll be playing in a wee while. And tell me, what was I going to say to you now? Who would have been favourite singers of your own when you were growing up?
Well, I'm a country buff, really. I love country music. I don't sing country music because I wouldn't be able to do it justice, but people like Gene Watson, George Jones, Stonewall Jackson, Johnny Rodriguez, all those were my favourites, like, and I've actually got over 2,000 LPs of country music at home, like, you know, so I'm a big country fan.
Yeah, I was talking to TR there earlier on, and we were talking about how the scene has changed in this country over the last couple of years. Well, the last couple of years, but since yourself and himself would have been starting off.
Yeah, it's changed immensely. Like, I wouldn't know half of the new country singers at all, like, you know what I mean. Mo Pitney, I like that fame, but I wouldn't really know a lot of the newer country artists, like, you know. I'm an oldie.
You'd have been very good to a lot of the Irish acts, even some of the independent acts that went over to London. You had them playing in your pub.
Yeah, well, I was involved in the dancehall business there since in the early 60s, and I would have known a lot of them then. And then when I took over running my own bars, like, in London, I was fortunate enough to bring over most of the bands that were playing at that time. I even used to play Nathan Carter when he was a one-man band, and Nathan played for me with his band when he started off originally. But yeah, I'm very lucky that I've been well in with all the bands through the years, yeah.
And as well as the named artists, you're very good to some of the independent artists, like I know Paul McCahill from Donegal here, and Thomas, and a lot of them have been over with.
Of course I have, yeah. Any of the acts that ring me up to come over for a weekend, we always try and accommodate them in London, although I don't have a bar of my own now, but hopefully I'll get back into it again and keep it going again, you know. But I took over really when the Galtymore closed there. I had a club in Burnt not far from the Galtymore, and fortunately enough I was able to keep the thing going on a smaller scale, like, but people came in their droves to it, you know, because it was the only place in London at the time.
How was the gig last night?
It was brilliant, absolutely great. Yeah, we were up in the Smugglers, and we had a brilliant night. TR was on with us, and we had Keelan on and Conor O'Donnell, like, and we had a fantastic night. Everybody was in great spirits, and yeah, great.
There's a few nice young singers coming on. You mentioned Keelan there. He's doing very well for himself at the moment.
He is. Keelan, he's been over with me in London, and I've done a few gigs with him here. in Ireland as well, and yeah, he's one of the up and coming ones, and he's got a good manager as well, Steve Bloor, you know.
And come here, you're leaving the island now today. Have you many more gigs before you head home?
Well, I've been over here since early July, and we'll finish up at the end of September, playing every night. So that's a lot of. We're playing in Elliott's in Metramecca Ward tonight, on the way down to the Marquee in Drumlish tomorrow night.
Oh, that'll be great. Come here. In all the years I've been on radio, I never interviewed you for radio, and this is my first time to actually speak to you. I met you at the Relay for Life there earlier on this year. Can I say it's been a pleasure meeting you, Seamus, and continued success.
Thank you very much, Tommy, and continued success with your programme.
Take care.
Thank you, Tommy.